Hello again, team. So, we finished off last episode with the bravely holding back the Blood Voyage that arrived and really sort of took me off guard. But Morgan has been defeated and the north is secure. So we are definitely going to be preparing ourselves to launch a strike on the Dark Elves. I don't really want to pour enough time into fully wiping them out. I think that would just... yeah, that might be a bit too much, but I need to gather the situation of what's going on with Elithanar over there. Does he need help? If I was to say wipe out or even damage the pleasure cult, or the cult of pleasure. Yeah, the cult of pleasure. Would that sort of benefit us? But yeah, I just don't want to be tied up in Canada for another sort of 50 turns or something like that. But Molgo is going to lead the way. He's going to go up and check it out for us and do some influence gathering, which I think is something we've really been needing to do for a while. I can't hire another noble just yet, can I? No, I can't. Oh gosh, a genius. That'd be really nice to grab a... I've already got... is she a genius or is she a researcher? She's a thinker. So that's like... genius is like the superior version of that. Let's see, do we have any spare followers? No, public order. Let's probably grab that for her because that's going to be her thing later on, is just sort of staying in provinces, boosting growth and so on. And Mulgo's going to be spending a bit of time behind enemy lines. I've not got a cold. My nose seems to have blocked up a little bit, but hopefully that will clear out soon. Ending turn there. So unfortunately, because we've only really got one army up there, we had to use Alarielle's army to take back the Shrine of Cain, which is not what I wanted to do because, of course, that used up half of our army. So we need to deal with that. But it shouldn't be too bad. She'll just heal up for a little while. Gosh, so they're coming on down. It's weird. This is the issue with just having you know, right of access for everybody. Everybody's just running back and forth and backstabbing each other, but of course, out of characterly, this is a good thing because it's Tyrion is leveling up, but it's very much a bad thing. So I don't want to sow dissent. What's going on here? So courtiers are often expected to spend large stretches of time at court, living and operating under the suffocating political intrigue of Lothern. The messengers of the Phoenix King are able to weave throughout the lodgings of the courtiers, disseminating information. That's the right word, disseminating information that helps to or hinders them. Likewise, the king can make life comfortable for certain courtiers or extremely unpleasant. All is at his whim. So I think I'm probably wanting to just pay for better lodgings. I'm not going to sow dissent. That's not very Everqueen-esque of me. So let's just give some people some better places to live. Gives me 10 influence as well, so that's quite pleasant. Once again, have Mulgo running off over there. How quickly are you guys healing up? Great. Nice. 2 more turns and you'll be sorted. I really don't want to go flying off to Canada without a fully healed up army, so we're going to be waiting. Another thing I decided here. We're going to be destroying that. Oh, Sadrina, yeah, you need to get bolting up there. I'm going to be destroying that, and I'm going to build the stables, or whatever my alternatives to stables are. So that's what Nagaryth is going to be. So Nagaryth will be my for producing probably dragons, or maybe not dragons, I don't think, but chariots and cavalry, whereas Avelorn will produce just about everything else. I know I could use... Well, let's have a quick look at what it is. Right, it's the Grazing Meadows, okay. I don't think... Although I kind of would like to have some eagles, I don't think I'm going to make a grove. I've never been too big a fan of the White Lions of Trace. I like them for... I like their aesthetic. I love their aesthetic. I love kind of playing with... You know, they're fun to use, but no. Yeah, let's grab you Tactful. because very soon I want you to be getting your Discreet, which is just 1 extra influence per turn, which will just be quite a benefit. Just have that constantly coming in. But yeah, so as I say, out of character, this is a good thing, because Tyrion is leveling up. Hopefully some of his generals are staying alive, and they're all leveling up, so we're going to be having quite a powerful Lothern when stuff starts to become really quite bad. But of course, that's not really what, that's not like too nice a thing narratively. Wow, the Skull Takers went really far. So the Skull Takers went all the way. They went through Carcassonne. Now they're declaring war on Talcin, which is interesting. They've jumped into Avelorn. Yeah, good. So that militia camp has been destroyed. Let's construct. Oh wait, oh of course. Oh nice. So that does cut out at 40. So let's go through that. Might as well pay to upgrade that estate.
Lady of Ulthuan.
I don't know if Cedrina will probably come with her, unless, yeah. I don't know, I'd like to get Cedrina some kitted out with a bit of cavalry already, so probably not. Let's have you come down and just grab those treekin, offload those spears. And to be honest, I know it really does benefit me, but I'm just going to get rid of that so that I can start getting used to Alarielle's army the way it's kind of going to be in the future. And that also starts Cedrina off with quite a nice unit of cavalry there. And do I want to change something? Just to really stack her army out. I think I do. I think, actually, let's grab 2 more archers and really... nah, just one. Just grab 1 archer. And that will be nice. That gets her 18. Any of these yet? No. So in time, the Court of the Everqueen, of course. And maybe even something like the Keepers of the Flame I might have hanging around with the Everqueen. But for now, she is pretty happy with that. And she's going to go to Tor Anlek. Yeah, might as well. Oh, can't march because I traded units, I guess.
What do you require?
I'll go keep on moving. Oh, right. Okay, that's the better way now. Anything new here? No, as I say, still. So, I think in my capital I'm going to have a Temple of Asuryan. That will be for my... I really hope this peaking is coming from my nose. It's not coming from my mic, I don't think. Oh well, we'll see. Sorry if the sound quality is bad on this one. Then yeah, I don't know why it's changed back, but hopefully it's not too bad.
We are ill at ease.
Yeah, so Temple of Asuryan in the capital, and that will really benefit us because we'll start pumping out dragons from there, and also just the general benefits of having a Temple of Asuryan.
All are welcome in my
good,
court.
right, nice. Because we were wanting to hang out. Trade agreement, yeah, totally. I should have actually probably done more dealings with him there, because I want to move through his territory. I want to support him wholeheartedly. So we will get that sorted out. But what is my mission actually? Should have checked that. Upon high. Recruit a mage. No, like I'm not going to go out of my way to complete that. Wow, the Skull Takers are going to war with everybody right now. That's crazy. Right, so 11.
I will hear your plea, mortal.
Non-aggression pact. I'm not. You're calling the Everqueen mortal. That's almost heretical. I know she's not meant to live forever, but hey, you know, still it's quite an intimidating thing to say. Now Hexwattle, please. It's for both of our benefits if you give me a trade agreement, and also if we do a non-aggression pact. Based. Thank you, Big Frog Man. Very kind of you. Skeggy's no. I'm sorry, Skeggy. We're not going to be making you're kind of dicey over there. Let's definitely upgrade the Shrine of Cain. Let's get farm kitted out here. As I say, I just really want Nagaryth to be max leveled as quickly as possible. She is got herself fully kitted out there, so I might as well start the march. Now, question is, Nagaryth or Nagarond? Is that all he has? He only has those 2 provinces. That's not a lot.
How fares your soft southern realm, my kin?
That's a bit of a nasty thing to say. So he's at war with Naggarond. He's actually not at war with the Cult of Pleasure. So can you give me that, please?
Lowick forbids us.
That's a bit naughty. Okay, so looks like we'll just kind of have to leave them to it. But he is at war with Naggarond, so I'm going to go and try to... Oh yeah, of course, because he lives up here too, doesn't he? I'm going to go up here and try to basically assist him in the north. Without him really being totally aware, I guess.
Setting sail.
It's hard to do something without the Shadow King being aware of what you're up to, but we'll try.
Guided by light.
So we'll just run up there.
At
Now,
your
what
service.
do... Those stables are almost done. So if you
I
just
serve the
hang out in
Phoenix King.
Tor and Lek for now, then we're going to hire you up some more cav. I might actually just get rid of some of these spears, which is a shame to do. Yeah, how much is that going to save me? Not much, really. I'll just keep them for now, like, because I'm not gonna. I might as well just keep that, and then she can go up, and we can try and use those soldiers. I'm not gonna do any of those invocations right now. Nice, 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 and ending turn there. Because Hexwattle is a very important lizardman nation, so hopefully we can just be happy and friendly with him. But if we can't, hey, you know, that's just the way it goes. Oh, military axis broke because Lothern just took that territory. That's fair enough. But yeah, so once again, as I say, once Tyrion kind of brings people to heal, there will be less war on Ulthuan. It's not a fun way for peace to be taken, but it just seems to be what's having to be done here. Am I just going to take attrition there? Let's kind of just march up there, because I think that's just, you've got to take attrition at sometimes when you're marching around. So yeah, that's fine and dandy.
Noble boy.
Am I going to be a cheeky sod? I might as... Oh, no. Let's keep you moving.
Setting the pace.
March up there. So that'll be where the rat men live, actually. Yeah, because that's Clan Rictus. Usually makes their capital in Hotek's column, I believe. But you're going to keep on moving to the Circle of Destruction, I think. As I say, I don't want to really make this a big deal about trying to deal with Naggarond. Holy heck, they've got a lot of territory. We'll just see how it goes, because this is only one full stack, well, almost full stack army at the end of the day, so it's not like a full invasion force. We're really just kind of wanting to bite back at them and kind of show them that they can't really just freely mess with well, definitely not with Avelorn, but they cannot freely mess with us anymore. Ah, dang, of course you can't get dragons from the Temple of Asurian, you get them from the Dragon Lair. Right, that kind of changes things a bit. To be honest, I'll probably hold fire for that then, and just get the Dragon Lair instead of a Temple of Asurian over here. Do I want to just get some Elven Gardens? Probably. Get me some more nobles. That would be useful, and also just the other benefits of an Elven Garden. Now that you've got that finished up, switch to March stance, and let's get 2 of these. Probably actually 3 of these. Very much like a horse cavalry force, because her army, yeah, no, one, yeah, get rid of that, because I'm only going to want 2 units of Illyrian Reavers, like standard Illyrian Reavers, just being, you know, very light cavalry for her army. I don't really like to rely too much on light cavalry. So, you've already moved? Yes, you have. Cool. As I say, this is kind of what I thought. You know, the first sort of 40 turns, they'd be pretty intense, but I think we are approaching the stage now. I think I said that last episode, but we definitely are approaching the stage. Oh, what do you want? Do you want war? You do? Okay, well, that's cool. Scoundrels. I already came up here, but I just don't see them really being a threat to me right now, because they've got Hexawattle right to their south. They've got Tyrannoch, you know, on Ulthuan. Just, oh, cheaper sake, Tyrion. Okay, that wasn't Tyrion that got hit, but Tyrion's got a pretty nasty force there pursuing him. But yeah, So they've got Terranok, like, in Ulthuan just staring them down, so I don't see them really being a nuisance to me. Does he? Yeah, no, I'm not gonna be doing that. Let's have a quick. They've even got Chaos. Look at Terranok's landed. Well done, Terranok. Okay, they've taken the Fallen Gates, which is. We'll see what the Hexawattle has to say about that later. But if Hexawattle does try to mess with a High Elf, then yeah, as I say, Lizardmen have to go at that point.
I sway
Come
to
on.
Loic's tune.
On aggression pact.
Not this time.
That's fair enough. Okay, thank you, Elithanar. Elithanar is very old. Like, I didn't really know that until kind of recently. Ooh, look, mate, Malekith is coming. He will take the Twisted Glade if you do not do anything about this. So, assaulting units or assassination. That's just not. Yeah, let's just go for a quick little assault units. Why not? It's on the way.
Please accept my apology.
Failure, that's unfortunate, but Mulgo, don't worry, you gain some experience. Is Hotex, are they at war with Rictus? They are! Okay, good. Maybe they aren't on their way to destroy the Twisted Glade then.
Servant of light.
Let's just keep on moving.
Sail.
I'll think about taking that later. I don't think I will though. Let's probably run up. Oh, that's another Dark Elf. Jeepers, so many Dark Elves up here, aren't there? I don't really want to just, as I say, I don't want to go on a purging of Dark Elves, but I want to just basically kill anybody you're at war with. You're at war with the Exiles of Nehek too? A High Grief. Okay, no. That's... Sorry, no, High Grief? I thought High Grief was far away. Oh well. Yeah. Oh well. Gotta do what you gotta do. So, still, we'll come up this way. Oh shoot, we're missing 2 sisters from that force. Damn it. Yeah, we're not entirely healed up, but just at the very start of the battle, I'll just pop a quick heal on Alarielle and the Handmaiden, and that will make up for it. They have finished their work.
Shall not rest.
That could be an idea. Having her go to that island could just get her a quick bit of experience, but no, we just can't.
You may approach.
We don't want to do that right now. Not until the world is a little bit safer. So they will go up there, and we will, because we might as well do something with this. Let's say I don't want this to be. It's not going to be a military structure. It's not going to be that. It's not going to be defenses. I think let's just pop it in as an Elven Craftsman. And probably right now. Oh. Do we have 2? Oh, we do have another free spot. Cheaper sake. Should have done something with this a while ago. Let's probably have you as a plaza for the time being. Or maybe that. Aye. No, hold fire. They'll probably just end up being an Elven Craftsman for a while until I can level up a bit more and build the fancy stuff. What's Tyrion up to there? Dude, you're a badass guy, Tyrion, but that was a mistake. Jeepers sake. He went for it, like, fair play, but that was a bit of a dumb move. Nagarond, okay, I was worried about that. Nagarond is ignoring the rat men for now. Speaking of the rat men, hey there. They've popped their heads on out. The Awakened have declared war on the Spirit of the Jungle. I'm surprised the Spirit of the Jungle have survived this long. Usually they die very quickly. Terranok, hey, what can I do for you? Military alliance? Yes, sorry, Terranok. You've lost your position down there, but it's always tough to hold that. Well, it would have been. Hopefully the lizard men jump up and grab it instead of the Cult of Pleasure moving in again. Technology finished. That's good to see. Mass charge doesn't sound very elven, but light armor or martial law. No, I think probably light armor. Grab that. Helps my Sisters of Avelorn out a bit too, which is nice. But the good thing is Malekith is hanging around down here now, which means his homeland is a little bit less defended. Now, what's the best way to sort of get there? Kind of just, I don't want to move through Elithanar's territory though. I don't want to move through anybody's territory, preferably. But that's so many turns just to get over there. Can we not land, like, here? Yeah, let's land here. I mean, you can't really... The rat men can't be annoyed at me for passing through their territory if I don't know they exist. That's my... Oh yeah, we're not at war with Nagaroth. That's a bit of a cheeky move for me. Could we take that army? Probably. Let's just do it. Let's just... Yeah, we're not being too sneaky here. So just... Sorry, Nagaroth, you gotta go. I don't know if you gotta go, but you gotta... I'm basically gonna come up. I'll probably just destroy the Circle of Destruction and destroy Hagreath and just be like, sorry boys, serves you right. And Harganeth is probably, I think that's my end goal. Just come up, raise settlements. I'm not going to be capturing settlements up here. I'm just going to be raising them and then going around to Harganeth and destroying that too. And that will be my goal right now. You come up behind the Everqueen. Try to keep up. Let's see. We do have the money. Let's upgrade that to fully leveled up for now. We're not really gonna be recruiting those, but it's more to oh cheapers. Yeah, Lothern's army just got wiped, so we're like maximum power over them. Hopefully they don't end up losing like mass amounts of territory. Lithanar, you want something good? Non-aggression pact, thank you. So that is good to see. That'll start pumping up the relationship between us. Yeah, good. I did actually take note of when we started today. We started at about just before 7, so we should be able to get an hour. I've always been quite lucky. The last episode was like 1 hour, 1 minute. And, you know, that was pretty lucky, you know. Jeepers sakes, how strong are the Skull Takers? That's insane. Because, like, they're just declaring war on everybody. I want to see, like... Yeah, Savage Orc tribes, they're incredibly pathetic in comparison to us. Like, how are you surviving this long, Skull Takers? It should not be making this, you know... Oh! That's interesting. Oh well. I like money, so just do that.
Very well.
You know, Tyrion will hopefully, you know, make peace with you. I doubt it, but you know, it's possible. If we can just be happy and make trade with each other. Oh, you sneaky sons of!
You waste my time.
Are they just gonna be able to walk through Griffin Gate? That is my question.
The goddess forbids it.
Jeepers, they've been getting their asses kicked. I don't even think, to be honest, with the look of their health right there, I don't think they probably couldn't take Tordarnell. Yeah, maybe, but like I don't think so. But that's definitely going to change my mind a little bit if they're actually doing that. I'm probably going to come. I'm going to split my forces. I know, Sadrin, you had your focus, you had your dream of fighting alongside the Everqueen here, but it cannot be done today. You have to come down here and stick it to Marathi, sorry, not Meraki. As I say, oh crumbs, he just lost that, didn't he? Yeah, of course. Now Rictus is turning. Oh, that's just a random group of Skaven. I'm just gonna keep on moving.
Alarielle the Radiant.
I gotta basically, yeah, that's the only way I can go about it. Just run. Big man himself, Mulgarino, secure me some influence, please. Good, thank you, brother. Now, that is done, so I can't actually, because the other one I had was in. The other one I had was in the Shrine of Cain. I could get some more of these girls. I could get another Thinker. I could get a Healer. That's quite nice. I'm definitely not going to get anything that's negative. So 40 is the most expensive that they can really be. Wow, whoa, hell. That's crazy. She just gets regeneration and just massive amounts of growth. That's really cool. I could just have her marched around as well. Like, that could be really nice. And then honed. See, that's cool. I could really benefit from her just being in my, like, general army. I wouldn't want her in the Everqueen's army because the Everqueen's not going to have any spearmen, archers, or Lothern Seaguard. I could recruit a mage, and I still haven't really decided on what type of mage I want to get, have I? Probably not Shadow, probably not Heavens. High magic, I'm just not too aware of high magic is the problem. Light is kind of funny sometimes, but I'm probably going to go for life. I think the Everqueen would probably trust life magic quite a bit, considering that's mainly what she uses. So I'll probably end up going down that line and grabbing a life mage. But still, for the time being, we are going to end turn there. Lothern continuing to sort of, he's just going to lose ground. And I thought we were kind of entering the stage where Lothern was going to start just confederating and Ooh. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. Oh no. Okay. Looks like we will have some battles this session. That's a lot of spears, but we've got a lot of spears. And our spears are generally more experienced than theirs. Let's see, 37-28, whereas our spears are 24-43. Massive amount of defense, but they out-attack us. And those Blackheart Corsairs with hand bows are pretty nasty in melee. Actually, no, they're not too bad. Dark Shards will be a bit crap, and those bolt throwers. It's the heroes that are the issue, especially Malekith himself. Is Malekith riding? No, Malekith is on the ground, as we can see. I think we just... It's two masters are a pain in the ass. I think we just gotta go for it and see how this turns out. So I'll catch you guys in a minute. The newly recruited Princess Cedrina, ambushed, not so much ambushed, but caught off guard on the bleak coast. Luckily with this overwhelming, for this stage, hopefully overwhelming swarm of cavalry and horse archers, we can limit the damage. If nothing else, we cannot retreat from this fight. We were caught on full speed ahead at sea. With this heavily shielded Dread Spear force, it's definitely going to be an issue. I've had to snuggle up, certainly trying not to corner camp, but just about, really. With my line of spears up front, only 3 standard archers standing behind them, but Cedrina herself will be dishing out a bit of damage with her bow. The hope, of course, is that the enemy, by the time they reach us, is messed up. Now, the fear here, I didn't spot that this master was on a horse. Sothrath? Sothareth is coming charging at us. And of course, being a master, he comes at us with a whip and a spear. So he has an anti-large bonus, and my Illyrian Reavers would get torn apart by that. So we want to just stay the hell away from him. So we're just wanting to dance around, and we're just glad that he's leaving our bowmen to do as they please. Malekith is trying to blast us away with some magic. There he did it again. Did a bit of damage, but nothing too terrible. We're generally just dancing around here. Blackheart Corsair crossbowmen, they do have a bit of armor on them, but no shields allow us to hurt them quite badly. Apart from that, they've freed up their Eagle Claw bolt throwers, so I take in the Heralds of the Wind. Being a regiment of renown, they have a maximum experience, so they're actually somewhat competent in melee, and they can generally tear through this force with some ease. While the other 2 units, the standard Illyrian Reavers, are continuing to just batter away the Blackheart Corsairs with their handbows. They are going to be hurting us a bit because they are returning fire, but all in all, we are hopefully getting the better of that engagement. I was a little bit displeased as they are continuing to advance forward toward my main line. I was hoping that they would just continue to dance around, but I have managed to lead this master all the way back and charge him with my spears. Just hoping to take him out here rather than have him mess with my cavalry anymore. Hoping that since he is on a horse, my spearmen with their anti-large bonus will mess that up, which they are doing. They're definitely dishing out a good bit of damage to him, and that has meant my Illyrian Reavers are hiding behind my lines right now. Just firing away as I can, unfortunately into the front of these dread spears, but a few men even trying to take pot shots at Malekith. Over here though we can see that their Reaper bolt thrower has been destroyed, or mostly routed anyway, while the Illyrian Reavers with bows meet up together. Wanting to just sort of catch the flanks a bit. If they are going to attack me, I want them to attack me in a pretty disorganized fashion. These dread spears are actually better in melee generally than my my spearmen. My spearmen could definitely hold the line for a lot longer, but they're going to be coming at us with a bit more melee attack, considering my men are even quite, rather experienced. And I do have, I've got my 3 units of archers there that will definitely hurt these guys, but as I say, dread spears coming with that big silver shield, it will help them. This master manages to slip out of my position, so I decide I'm going to head back. I definitely don't want these guys to get caught out by themselves, but they have both been hit by frostbite from that spell by Malekith. So that will hurt them a bit, and also, make them take a fair bit longer to actually return to the main line. And allow them to take a nice shot to the back there from those handbows. And I think another one too. So it's a bit nasty. I throw my Illyrian Reavers in there. I think that was that might have been a misclick of some sort, or I was trying to hit those handbows and they just fell back before I noticed. Happy enough that I've managed to pull away at least 3 units here. Unfortunately, there is a unit of dread spears there and another one there. I tried to pull these Illyrian Reavers up to get a quick charge on, but that's just not going to happen. A lot of firepower coming into these guys now, while this master has decided to get stuck back into it and try and slam himself back into this line. So I'm happy enough with these spearmen just little by little picking away at him. This master not mounted, so he's going to be a bit nastier in a fight, as up against my spearmen anyway. But we've managed to catch him, and we are once again little by little chipping into him. The main clash is about to begin though between the dread spears and my spearmen. My rather injured spearmen at this point after the damage that they've taken from those backstabs. So I have a much longer front line than them, so I'm trying to use that by pushing out one of these spearmen, and I'm going to try and get them in the back. I actually think better of that though after these dark shards start rattling shots into me. I don't want to expose their backs to them right now. So I'm wanting to just open fire on those lines, mess them up a bit, and try to free up some horse archers, or, preferably the standard Illyrian Reavers to come ride them down. Now that I'm not too worried about that, I try to totally enclose these guys while this master breaks through the line to start stabbing away at my archers. Over here on the left, Malekith has jumped into this fight. They were happy enough fighting a mounted master, but they're not so happy about this engagement now with Malekith. The only person that can possibly challenge Malekith is the princess herself. She may be a bowman, or, well, she's a hybrid weapon infantry, as we can see. But I much prefer to use them with their bows. So she's coming in here trying to assist in wiping out Tarnig, and hopefully then moving on to Malekith. We have totally surrounded this unit though and managed to break them. Even though they have triggered their special ability, it's not going to be enough for them. As my cavalry chase off some men over there, and then with what's left of their ammunition, which is still a little bit for the Heralds of the Wind, but everybody else is running very low, they're coming back in just to mess with the main line. This one unit of spears very far out of place, but just holding back a bit of a force and taking a lot of firepower from the main line, so that I can try to mop up what's back here first. With the help of some spearmen, my princess is able to tie up this master, and we are quite quickly dealing with him. Over on the left though, Malekith is having the time of his life tearing through a lot of these spearmen by himself. His master has ditched out or been killed. I'm not too sure of which. Nope, no, he's just moved off to try and mess with these Illyrian Reavers, which he's having actually a bit of trouble with, which shocks me. But Malekith himself does not really need the support right now. These men just do not really have the ability to dish out enough damage to take him out. Especially not while he's still kicking off a bunch of spells like that. But now that my princess is free, she's going to be moving in to try and take on Malekith. A lot more firepower coming into these dread spears, and little by little we are destroying them. This is really where I should have some of my cav be a bit more active, trying to tie up these handbows. I do have them free, and right now they're sort of just being chased around by that mounted master. I really let these archers get far, far out of place into a very dangerous position. Unlike these spearmen, they lack a shield, so they can just fall apart very quickly to archer fire as they're trying to chase off Tarnig. My cavalry moving around, getting chased off by some spearmen. No ammunition left, so we're kind of relying on just the fact that they are cavaliers and they can just knock people around at the end of the day. Their charges may not really be able to do too much damage to people, but at least they can disrupt them. So coming in force, just knocking around some of those handbows. Tarnig has returned from routing, which is not really a sight we want to see. Could definitely do with a bit of firepower on him, but my poor archers here just got targeted from both flanks and they are routing. Still with 41 men left in the unit though, they should come back. This master here, Soriath? Yeah. We'll get there, we'll get there. I try to practice every elven name I see just to try, you know, do my best to get there. It might be a bit annoying, really sorry about that, but it's just the way it's got to be. My archer's here almost out of ammunition. One of them's probably got 1 volley left. He does have 1 ammunition. The other one actually still has 5, so that's not too bad. These archers managed to turn around. They've got quite a lot of ammo, but they're being pursued by some dread spears, and I really don't want this unit to get wiped out, so I'm just targeting them as I can, and I'm going to pull in the Illyrian Reaver archers. Not with the intention of actually committing to a charge on those dread spears, but just simply to make them think I will. And then turning around and running on back. Just gives these guys a quick chance to shoot into their flank and also just buys them a little bit of time overall. Tarnig is returning to the line, but concentrated arrow fire, even though he does have that nice big shield, it's not going to be enough for him. And he is routing off again with his minus 140 leadership, that was for a minute. It's minus 123 now, but it was minus 140 for a minute, and that is us victorious. So I'm just trying to unload a little bit of damage onto Tarnig, and there's no chance of me dealing with Malekith. I just get my princess to fire some shots into his back, just chase him off the field. Oh dear, these poor cav. They got grabbed by the master, of course. So I decide to let Tarnig flee, though, and call the battle quits there. I'm wanting to see what can come of him. That went pretty well, actually. The Heralds of the Wind were tearing people apart, which was very nice. It would have been nice to have just grabbed Malekith and taken him out, but no, could not be done, unfortunately. So that's no, definitely not the end of the turn. What is the Cult of Pleasure up to then? They're just raiding? That's something, yeah. Right, okay, so Sadrina's going to come back. Oh. What's this? Oh, of course she defeated Malekith. I'm sorry. No, friend, I'm not going to fight Safari. Oh, God. Lothern is attacking Trace now, too. Right, if Turnok wants to come up and deal with that, then that's fine. But Sadrina is going to be heading down south anyway, so, you know, either or is fine. Malekith. You just... Alright, okay. That should be pretty good, surely. That's not awesome, to be honest. Passive ability of the Trickster Shard. So, everybody around minus 22% magic resistance. That's not... Like, I can see that being quite powerful, but I don't think that's majorly powerful. So here's the question, do I just go and wipe out Malekith? I think I probably do. Princess. I think killing Malekith would be a really beneficial thing. But we'll see, like... I'd like to just auto-battle that, but I don't want to lose a lot of... Like, I don't want to lose them, those Illyrian Reavers. I'm just going to auto-battle it.
Watch over us.
And if... This is a bit of a scumbag thing to do, but, like, I'm just going to auto-battle it, but, like, if I lose those two, then I'll go back.
So we fight.
Yeah, sorry. Real scumbag move, guys. I'll just play this battle out and I'll... Sorry about this move, guys. I really don't want to do this too often. But
we fight.
yeah, I really didn't want to lose those Illyrian Reavers. I could have lost like all of the Spearmen, but no the Illyrian Reavers there. So we'll just jump into this and we'll just do this battle. No magic, of course, so no gambling. It's a very enjoyable part of this game. Let's drag everybody back. And I genuinely think I'll be doing this just basically with my Illyrian Reaver archers here. Get the archers out behind them, and then the spearmen at the back to mop it up. Unfortunately, the princess doesn't have a horse yet, so she'll just have to watch from the sidelines, and we'll keep these guys nice and safe. Their Reavers storming forward. Nice little, yeah, this is great, like shallow water right there. So if I did have a bunch of cav, I could really punish them in there, but they're of course not going to be coming forward. Outranging all of their crossbows is a pretty beneficial thing for me, so I can just basically advance here. I think they're going to lurch forward a bit, so cool, I'll just get the Illyrian Reavers to open fire, and should be able to outshoot them for at least a little while. And we'll probably just have the spearmen advance past their lines. Just when the spearmen get there, they'll just keep on charging through. Ouch. That's a bit painful. Yep. Hurt quite a bit, but not the end of the world. Have you just start trying to shoot Malekith, because Malekith is just a pain in the ass in melee. So now they're in range, the Illyrian Reavers can sort of tank it for a minute while everything else rushes forward. Illyrian Reavers being very poorly armored, but hey, you know, they can do this. This is armor-piercing fire anyway, so it wouldn't really help them all that much. Malekith is forcing his way through his forces to get to the front. I should say pushing his way through his forces. Didn't even kill a guy in one hit. Malekith, well, Witch King, more like Loser King, I guess. Either one. But we'll just flush those guys out of the back, and I think she's probably gonna have to try and deal with Malekith in melee. So if she runs up to do that, while the spearmen try to just hold him in place. This Tarnig, I actually let Tarnig escape in the last battle because I thought he could be an interesting, you know, little plot point. But no, I decided I'll just wipe out Malekith right now. You know, Sidrina I really can't think of any reason why Sidrina would not do that. So let's turn these guys around because we're just gonna be scoring more friendly fire hits than anything else. Chasing these guys away, let's pull them up just to make sure that they do run away. Turn these spearmen around, get that situation sorted out. It's just a handful of dread spears there, and then it is Malekith himself. Has Sidrina managed to get forward? Yes, she has. Good stuff. We're having a little duel between Malekith and Sidrina. We might actually pull the cav out for that. And just have everybody watch. Stops me getting there, stops me receiving too much of this damn fire anyway. Are they they're shattered. How are they shooting at me? That's a bit weird. Oh well. Malekith is running. It will just be I'll give her a chance. I'll give her a chance to kill him. Personally. She's going for it. He'll die there, you know, because he won't be able to route from this. Yeah, I just freaking love the elven aesthetic, and it took a little while to grow on me, because of course I was very much massive Tolkien fan, so you know, coming into like the Warhammer High Elves is very different than Tolkien's High Elves, but the aesthetic it did hit me after a little bit. Very quick loading back in there, which was nice. Got myself a bit of money. Malekith is gone for the time being. We don't need prisoners. Anyway, and we would execute his followers. So now that they're wiped out, Sidrina's done a good bit of work there. So she is going to return home, and yeah, just bump it on. Gosh, bump it on flank speed, and get back to Toranlek as quickly as you can before these bloody pirates decide to have a go. Yeah, the Cult of Pleasure is. I think they've just been hit pretty badly, and I think whatever Saritha has there, she'll be able to deal with it. Arnheim, is still fine and dandy. Yeah, no, I think we should be okay. Everqueen.
Alarielle the Everqueen.
Nice, we can almost reach it this turn. I don't think they've got any armies kicking about, so we might as well just do a full march up there.
Standing by.
And secure some influence for us. Thank you very much. Good stuff.
My strength grows.
You have. Let's grab another secure influence point for you. Everqueen.
Queen of
No skill
Avelorn.
points for you today. That's fine. But yeah, plan is destroy the circle of destruction. Just raise it. We don't. Well, arguably we don't in-characterly know the rats are here. Of course, we'd probably be able to work it out. But we're just basically here on a quick raising spree. So the rats are probably going to be benefiting that. But we'll take circle of destruction. We'll take Hag Grief. We'll destroy Hag Grief. And then we won't push on to Nagarond. We'll just go from Hag Grief, we'll move and grab Harganeth. Harganeth, I think, is where we will genuinely try to wipe people out. Passability Frenzy. Cheaper's sake, that's powerful. Go. We'll try and kill Malkath again. Let's pop an Elven Court down. Let's grab some more money. Oh, money from the artisans. Yeah, no. We've got a little while before we have to worry about technology again. Sadrina, oh, of course. Good. I'll need to think about which. I'll have a look at that, I think. It's not Coronas. No, definitely not. Not Vol. Hoeth, no. Not Assyrian. I don't think it's going to be Hukon. Not Mathlan. Ooh. Right, maybe it is Hukon. I'm terrible. I don't have a clue how to pronounce that, I'm afraid. Yeah, I think it must be, because everything else is very much not. See, Vol would be like Dragon Princes, which she's going to have some Dragon Princes in her army, but not like many. She's going to be more like light, with a few chariots dotted around, and that helps campaign movement as well. Whereas that helps her own personal armor, which is kind of nice. But a little bit more money from industrial buildings, but no, I think we'll probably go for this right now anyway. But I'll have a think. And good. Anything else going on? No, ending turn. Yeah, what time are we on at this point? Good. Yeah, we've got another sort of half an hour. No, we don't. Got another sort of 20 minutes, I think, before I'll call it. And that should make it about an hour. Ah, okay. Wow. That's a very well leveled up War Hydra there, Morathi. There's a lot of heroes here. That bolt through could be a pain in the ass. I really don't want them to level this down. As I say, we'll see. Noble, fully health Noble, and a lot of fire should be able to deal with that War Hydra. Morathi might be a pain in the ass. She's a melee. Oh, sorry, she's a wizard, and then we've got two melee specialists who both can dodge but have terrible armor. So we can hopefully shoot them down. We'll see how it goes.
My prowess is needed.
With a wounded Morathi in front of me and a heavily wounded War Hydra, very well experienced War Hydra at that, right in front of me, I need to deal with them quickly before their reinforcements arrive. So I get my Illyrian Reaver archers right in the way immediately, just to fire upon this War Hydra, and I'm charging up everything else. Morathi is dishing out a lot of spells to my main line, of course, and my poor spearmen there are suffering for it. Let's go back into normal speed before we go into cinematic mode. Could be a bit more beneficial. He comes at me at the time. Well, this big beast comes at me at first, before realizing that he should probably merge together with his forces. And I can't really have that. If I let them group up with their reinforcements that are coming in from this flank, it'll be curtains. So I just need to keep the fire on him, keep him focusing on us. I managed to dodge away from a bit of that fire, but still do lose a few horsemen to it. over here on this right flank. I tried to spread out my spearmen a bit. Definitely didn't want any area of effect spells coming down on them. It's the left spearman force that has been taking a bit of damage. Here's another one coming in for them. Their bolt thrower is slamming some shots down to us, but it's generally focusing on my faster moving cavalry. My noble charges forward quite bravely, just to try and battle it out with this this war hydra. And he's getting bitten into though. But he seems to be having some good success there, as he's chasing it on back. My spearman taking a lot of fire from that eagle claw, as Morathi throws herself into this fight. But I see that come in, and I know I can't remain in this blob to beat Morathi. The safest way to fight Morathi in this case is going to be the noble taking it on by himself. I actually sort of seemed to knock over some of his men there. But if the spearman can just move forward, getting ready for this force to arrive, the noble can try and battle away by himself, while the archers actually move forward to try and assemble a Morathi execution line. Overall though, he is winning that engagement, which is very good to see. Ellyrian Reaver archers just trying to mess with this force. Hold it back. I need Morathi dead before they get to us. But as what is often the case, they're leaving the Reaper bolt thrower just a little bit too far behind. So I'm going to try and take my opportunity when I get it. These death hags might be able to dodge, but they've only got 10 armor, so those arrows that do make it through are going to do a tremendous amount of damage to them. She's just managed to sort of slit some throats there. But my poor spearmen have just been so badly damaged by spells that when these Sisters of Slaughter arrive, they're dropping like flies. I'm opening fire on here. I definitely should have focused fire on the Sisters of Slaughter. This is a beautiful target. Really is a great shot there. And those poor spearmen are not going to be lasting too long. I know that, so I'm sending in my injured noble. He's just managed to defeat Morathi alongside, well, he's managed to chase off Morathi, and now the cavalry is trying to deal with her. She's shattered from the fight, and they have managed to bring Morathi down. So the noble is going to do his best here, but this is not a fight he can win. But being totally surrounded like this just means that the archers get a perfect shot on him. But with these dread spears, I need to move my foot archers out of the way. So he's only receiving benefit from the horse archers. And I just don't know how long he's going to last with that. He is losing that battle decisively. He's an anti-large type of fighter. Armor piercing as well. These are not the types of opponents he wants. The dread spears do make contact with my lightly armored archers, but being so badly outnumbered, they've not really got a chance there. My spearmen sort of are returning from the fight and then routing and returning and routing. They can't really make up their mind, I'm afraid. Noble's just trying to hold these Sisters of Slaughter in place for as long as he can, until he is broken. The Sisters are pursuing him down. Every second that he buys us is beneficial, for one of the Sisters manages to finally end him. So he was very heroic, and I am very grateful for his sacrifice. These handbows getting chased out of the forest, which is good. Definitely don't want to have this battle inside the trees. Ellyrian Reaver archers are not great in melee at the end of the day, so fighting inside of trees with that anti-large negative, that would be horrendous. But really throwing these men around, having some good success with that. So the main power I still have are my archers. They've still got quite a lot of their ammunition left. Both the Ellyrian Reavers are out of ammunition, of course. But we still got both their death hags. Those Sisters of Slaughter are still okay. And there's still quite a lot of these handbows remaining. So little by little I'm just wanting to take this force apart piece by piece while gathering my men together. Right now I'm still pretty spread around. My spearmen, every time one of them does come back, I'm trying to pull them together. This death hag was chasing down these archers, so the cavalry just threw themselves in, knocked her over and was trying their best to kill her. But with the Sisters of Slaughter arriving, that's not a chance. They need to get out of there. But they've done their job. They pulled back. They allowed the archers to get back. And then the archers could work together to open fire close range at that death hag and bring her down. Only one death hag left on the field. Here she is. Very heavily injured from previous fights with High Elves. The handbow is approaching. They've got some good armor on them, and backed up by some dread spears, and the sorceress is in the back lines.
My allies' weakness sickens me.
Over here, the Sisters of Slaughter. I managed to grab them. I charged them from both sides there. We unfortunately missed that. With both my units of cavalry hitting them, we should be able to wipe them out here. The Death Hag, little by... She's not got much health left now. Just trying to bring her down at ranged. Do not want her to make contact in melee. 150 health now. And the cavalry is coming in to try and throw her down, but the archers bring her down first. And all I do is cause a tremendous amount of friendly fire. I dropped 4 of my own cavaliers in that. So now they're down to just the sorceress, but she's about to get hit by the army loss penalty. And a lot of arrows are hitting her too. So with all of my cavalry, I can start knocking her around and making sure that she does not leave this battlefield alive. Was very frightened about the War Hydra. It was fantastic to get him dealt with immediately, and then Marathi shortly after that. I think had the AI deployed back toward their reinforcements, this would have gone very differently. They usually do that when they are receiving reinforcements. I think it was probably because she was attacking. They didn't do that. Thalos sacrificed himself quite bravely there to hold back that tide of Dark Elves, but well, it was it certainly wasn't too much of a tide. It was a very elite force rather than an overwhelming swarm. But once again, the bow-wielding Illyrian Reavers showed their worth.
They must
So
die
yes, we will
for
be
all.
executing this force. No, I was quite worried for a good bit of that. Sort of kept going back and forth. So I was let's see what Trace does. But yeah, no, chuffed to bits. I managed to hold on to that settlement and didn't lose growth there. That's because it's all about, you know, I need to be developing myself as quickly as I can and maximizing the space that I have here. Right. Oh, cool. So I could pop on an invocation of Assyrian again, which could be nice. Good. Lots of Dark Elf heroes wiped out there.
Landing.
Let's just land at Toranlek. I'm ignoring all of these sea things, which I'd love to interact with them and stuff, but just cannot right now. Oh, maybe I should actually not do that and level that up, just so I can start pumping out some Silver Helms, which I think I definitely could do with, because we are pretty late on the mark for Silver Helms.
I will use
my
gifts.
I'd love some influence, but I'll probably instead just
I
get
have
him
much to teach them.
inside
Mistress
that
of the
force,
undying
just so that we
forest.
can auto battle. See, that's silly. That's definitely not what the true balance of power is here. This is a far, far easier fight than it seems to make it out to be. We'll see how this turns out. I'm pretty confident
We fight for the greater
that
good.
it's going to be okay. A bit bloody, but I think it's all right. So we'll be raising this to the
You can
ground.
try.
It would be nice to get the replenishment and the
We'll
money,
retrieve it from your
but
corpse.
as I say, we're much more just focused
A
to
light shines
destroy
upon
this
me.
territory, just weaken the Dark Elves tremendously, and rather than,
Praise Isha.
you know, coming here to actually benefit from it and make money from it all. That has definitely weakened us tremendously though, and we will have to think about how we're proceeding here,
Priestess
but
of Isha.
not too bad. Shrine of Cain, let's upgrade the Shrine of Cain as well.
Pride.
Got some, yeah, finally, good. She grabbed Discreet, which is great.
Honesty.
Mulgo can, oh, do I want him to grab that last secure influence? I think probably, yeah, I think if we get you to fully secure influence, then we can split you off again. Actually, you're quite badly
Alarielle
damaged.
The Radiant.
Yeah, no, we need to do something with Harganeth.
We are long past
Because as long as they're at war with Nagaroth, we can't make peace with Nagarond. That's basically my ruling on that. She has arrived. She'll start healing up. It seems. Oh yeah, of course. We really, because we're just not doing anything with this right now. Let's just get that put down, just so that we're making some money from it, if nothing else. No new individuals popping up for trade. Some Dark Elves, but again, we're not going to be trading with Dark Elves. Skeggy, definitely not. No, we're fine. We really could do with just going along the Bretonnian coastline just to grab these guys, but no, it's not yet occurred. Perhaps I'll get when I get my next hero, I might just send them out to the east.
Attention.
What do you want, friend? Please. Military access? Yeah, totally. That's fantastic for me. Yeah, when my cavalry force heals itself up a bit, she'll be coming back down. I said cavalry force because I couldn't quite remember her name, unfortunately. It's Aretha or something like that. I'll have a look again in a moment. Seeing most of the humans are still alive, which is a good sign. We've not had anybody lost there. Wow, the spirit of the jungle. Sadrina is her name. So she just gained another rank, which is good. We'll pump that into Cavalry Master, which is basically the first thing that she's going to be getting all the way down on. And then she might even get like Vanguard Master too. Shall we have you heal up on the move? I think so. Let's get you down to Tordarnell. And because if you're healing up in Tordarnell, it's not going to be too much slower. So plan for her, as I say, come down here. Now that they've given us military access, can we get a defensive alliance with you? You're thinking about it. Good man, thank you. Yeah, that's good. So they've lost their northern territory, which is a shame, but that's just, you know, the northern territory might just be Dark Elf shenanigans right now. You know, it might not be for us. I'm probably, how much do I get? Kind of quickly, but not super fast.
The time is now.
We're probably gonna, I think I'm just gonna have to say stuff high grief and just go and try and drop, you know, do a few drop kicks on Harganeth. So that means that we're going to be coming up here and just basically marching at 50 so that we can encamp every turn that we can. I always like to do like 52 just because I'm nervous about it. So yeah, we'll do an encampment there. And two good encampments should, oh dear, my dryads, of course. We won't be able to do another auto battle, but I think 2 good encampments should heal us up a bit that this should be possible. Another ending turn. Yeah, jeepers, there are a lot of Dark Elves. A lot more Dark Elves than I kind of remembered there being, so that's going to be a bit of a pain. Trace. As I say, so I'm coming up here, deal with the Dark Elves, and then just sort of come on back down. I'm probably just never going to be making peace with them, but I will always have an army in Nagaroth. Once I come, I always have an army in Nagaroth. I'm wanting. Oh dang! I've got a cab in my door. No, we should be fine. Just chilling out for now. Good. So yeah, they'll just sit there for now. Do I want to recruit anything? I think probably another horse archer, and then let's probably. So that's only going to take 1 turn. Let's merge these spears together, and let's get rid of that spearman. And that means if that finishes in 1 turn, we'll see. I think Silverhelms are surely a double turn to get recruited. You won't be able to recruit a Silverhelm in 1 turn. Not yet. We're not going to get the Shrine of the Widowmaker just yet.
Queen of Avelorn.
Oh, of course. They're Dark Elves. I don't know if I care. What is the easiest way to like come ashore? Well, come to sea. Yeah, I just don't think the Everqueen like respects the viewpoint of like a Dark Elf.
It shall come to pass.
Ugh. Yeah, if I could go back, I wouldn't have done that all battle because I just lost. I've really neutered myself a bit. We definitely won't get replenishment at sea there. Oh yeah, stuff it. Let's just walk up here.
Isha, guide me.
Yeah, just don't really care that we're trespassing. If you want to fight
Ready
us,
to camp.
you know, you're sort of welcome to. Welcome to try anyway. Phoenix Gate could be upgraded. I'm thinking yes. It's expensive as hell, but like, I think it's just generally worth it to get that done whenever we can. And ending, yeah, because they're recruiting and
I'm
healing up
waiting.
for another bit.
You stand before the
Ooh.
mistress of the undying.
Military alliance, maybe? You want a military? I think I'll take a military alliance from him. From Nagaryth. Just, yeah, because I highly doubt Nagaryth is going to declare war on another high elf. You know, they've just got no territorial demands on mainland Ulthuan. You know, it's not for them. So they'll hopefully be pretty happy just sticking around over here. And we will support them as best we can. So if a military alliance helps us do that, then that is what they will receive. Oh shoot, I've got lots of missions. Upon High, yeah, no, not that one. Yeah, not really worried about that one. Oh, mission just failed. And then recruit a lore master. No, I don't much care for like lore masters. I'm really not too bothered about them.
Alarielle,
I don't think they're
ever
bad. I
queen,
just don't.
serving the gods.
They're not for me. Let's probably just get to sea here,
Ever onward.
just to stop pissing off these Dark Elves. So yeah, we're definitely not getting definitely
Your
getting
word will
replenishment
seal the fate of your people.
based. They're number 2. Oh, jeepers sake, they're number 2 on the strength. They really could do with getting taken down a peg. So I'm probably just gonna roll in and take destroy Hargoneth, just raise Hargoneth to the ground, and then I'll leave. That's kind of what I'm attempting to do here.
I serve the Phoenix King.
One more turn to heal up wouldn't be a bad idea. I really hate, that shield training takes an extra turn. Yeah, that's dang it. We're gonna take 2 turns to get those done anyway. So let's grab 3. I'm tempted to grab 3 actually. Silver Helms are not too expensive, so let's do that, because that'll be two Illyrian Reavers. Actually, no, just two Silver Helms, I think. Because even when she's in her prime, she's not gonna have a 20 stack army, you know. So I'm happy enough just getting her 2 Silver Helms for now. I think we were gonna go for an Elven Craftsman there, so that is nice. Again, a little bit more money for us. Anything to be done on the trade side of things? Again, no. As I say, it's gonna be pretty empty trade until we discover the world. And right now, all of my bloomin' allies are too busy fighting other high elves to go out and explore. But no, I'm really excited to try and go out and take the. Oh, okay, they're destroyed now. That's, of course, it's very sad. But at least now Tyrion, you know, that's one less thing that Tyrion's focused on. So he can hopefully just set his sights on something a bit greater.
Faithful servant of
Tyrannoc,
Ulthuan.
hello. What do you want? Military alliance? I think probably, yeah. Yeah, I think why not? We'll go for that. Clan Rictus has been encountered now, so we have no reason to not kind of... And maybe that's part of the thinking for, not inflicting every blow that we can on the Dark Elves, because if we did that, then the rats would just take their territory. So that's probably a reason. What do we want? Some bonuses for them is very nice. Yeah, I think we'll go for the skirmishing saddles. That'll be good. Nice. Then Everqueen, sail over here. What have we got on the agenda? We're not seeing an army here. You have no idea how tempted I am just to march and land. See, that's just... It'd be great because we can march, land, then next turn we've got it. And it could be a surprise attack then. Because right now they're going to have a Death Hag, they'll have 2 Blackheart Corsair, they'll have walls, of course. 2 Dread Spears and 3 Dark Shards, sorry. No other defenders, though. Right. I want to...
Everqueen of Ulthuan.
The Everqueen, the problem is
Ready
right now,
yourselves.
Alarielle has kind of... Everywhere that Alarielle has been, she's always been able to pull out miraculous
Madness
victories.
weakens the
So-
Dookie.
I think that this is something that she would want to do. Because as I say, like, she's not lost
Hadri.
yet. So if she loses, then perhaps I think she'd...
Impossible.
I've just screwed myself anyway.
No.
Alright, no,
We
can't
must
happen,
wait
so
a
that's
while.
okay. I think they could probably still jump out and smash us, but at least we're at sea and we're not marching on land. So, okay. But yeah, as I say, Alarielle right now, she's not like lost a battle yet, so
Highborn.
I think she's maybe still pretty confident. You know, even though her strategic judgment in, you know, with the Blood Voyage was definitely brought into question. It's her own personal, like, tactical ability has never really faltered. So I think for now
What
she's
matters do you
probably
wish
going to
to
still
lay
be pretty
before
bold,
the Everqueen?
and she may continue to become more and more bold. Right, criminy. Well, you're asking, this is a high elf in danger asking us to join a war. Of course we will, but it's not good. Yeah, it's a bit annoying, but hey, Clan Rictus will come in and try and smash it at some stage. It'll be alright. I quite like fighting Skaven as high elves. It's actually kind of funny. I really don't like fighting Dark Elves as high elves. I think that, and that's what we've been spending most of this campaign doing. But I really like, well, it's fun to fight orcs no matter who you are. Like, orcs are just, I want orcs to be changed. I definitely think orcs need some work to make them a bit scarier.
Welcome.
But
Change
you know,
is
they're
coming.
just fun to fight. You know, they're
For
they're
Avelorn.
pleasant to come into contact with. Right, so I do not want to do this as an auto battle. Looking at the time, this is probably a good battle to sort of maybe wrap it up with. We'll see. So we'll definitely do
Sound
this
the
battle.
horn of Isha.
And yeah, we'll see what it's like with all these treekin.
This world needs us.
Of course, just my luck, the first siege that I take 5 treekin to is the siege with 1 gatehouse. So I'm charging in to break it, but it's going to be a little bit of overkill. I really would have loved it if there were, say, 3 gates to this fortress. I can't really rely on my spearmen to take the walls as I have done before. This is really going to be an archer-focused battle, but Molgo is going to be leading the charge himself alongside Alarielle, while Joseph Aurelius remains behind to buff the troops. The Dryads are going to be charging up behind them, though, hopefully with the archers taking the first few volleys, though, because they are all very badly damaged. It really is a case of as soon as the tree can bust through that gate, I'm golden. But until that happens, this is going to be pretty dicey. We set up in range of those dark shards, get ready to unload with our archers and handmaidens. Well, sisters of Avelorn. And Joseph Aurelius is going to be dropping her horn of the dragon, or dragon horn, very soon here, just to try and get an immediate crushing blow on these dark shards and just take them out as quickly as we can, because they can dish out a lot of damage to us. My treekin advancing there. They're not really suffering. Well, they've not suffered a single casualty there. They're very sturdy. This leftmost group has taken a bit of damage, though. Very fearsome doorway. This is everything with the Dark Elves. Keep having to fight myself not to say Dark Eldar. I don't know. Never really... Elves is always a very easy thing for me, but whenever I say Dark, it's always just naturally to say Eldar after that, yeah. Arriving here with my Dryads, but this force here has taken an incredible beating, and they're by themselves over here. So they're already starting to climb up, but their numbers are almost gone. Here, Molgo's climbed up by himself, but there's nobody for Molgo to fight. So he's just taking position and getting ready for these dark shards to march into him. He's got some Dryads coming in behind him, and the Everqueen is actually going to be advancing up this ladder whenever she gets a chance. The Dryads seem to be getting out of the way for her to take a place. Giving out a heal, probably I think to this unit of Dryads. Just trying to keep them in the fight a little bit longer. Oh yeah, I always say, because Shadowplay doesn't pick up my mouse. It doesn't pick up my cursor, so, whoops. I do need to remember that you guys can't see what I'm pointing at. The noble is managing to chase these men away, but some dread spears are arriving to take their place. But Mulgo is capable of that. This gate has been burst open now, so I'm charging in with all my Treekin. I want to get all of my Treekin inside as quickly as possible. So I'm just trying to force path my way through. Really treating this like Medieval 2 Siege. Just get through, get through, get through. Don't care about fighting right now. But we're a bit cumbersome, so it's taking us a bit of time. We are getting through though. Over here, men routing off deeper into the city. I'm trying to... Oh, though that is more enemy reinforcements. But now that there's not really too much to shoot at, I'm getting all of my archers up onto the walls. I'm getting all of my sisters up on the walls too. I want to get this side of the wall just full of my men. What is she firing at right now? She's preparing something. I'm not sure. Joseph Aurelius, what do you see? Nope, that's fine. That's fine, Joseph Aurelius. So yeah, nope, she's going to be turning her attention toward these dark shards that have returned from routing, as her sisters slowly take their place on the walls. There was a girl there. She disappeared. I don't know where. Oh, that was the handmaiden herself, chasing down some of these men as they rout. But that's not the main aim here. I have Alarielle stuck into the fight here. As I say, I'm pretty fond of just using Alarielle in the fight when it comes to you know, lower to mid tier units. I'd never throw Alarielle into a force of Hargoneth executioners or anything silly like that, but she can generally hold her own in these sorts of scenarios, especially if she's sort of handing out buffs whenever she can and then healing herself. That's quite funny. She threw a guy off the walls, but he sort of seemed to bounce off nothing and bounce back. That was quite cool. I'll try and watch out for something like that. What I do try and do though is I try to pull Alarielle over because I want to heal up the Treekin. They've not really gained as much ground as I would have wanted them to. And these men, there's some dread spears mixed up in there. And there's quite a lot of damage actually coming into them. Are we seeing a few dead Treekin? No, we're not really seeing any dead Treekin. But there is a bit of damage that they've taken. I didn't actually realise that I've got some archers that are running through the main gate right now. Just trying to man the walls. Chasing down these men. Continuing. Joseph Aurelius is turned this corner now. Corpses just laying everywhere. Jeepers, those are big corpses. That's weird. Yeah. I guess they need to be big so that when you're generally looking at them at this angle, it doesn't look too bad. But when Joseph Aurelius was running by them, it's like these are giant corpses, which is interesting. But as I say, if they were normal size, they wouldn't really stick out, I suppose. Just snow-covered corpses. Yeah, you can definitely see a bit of a size difference there. Poor Joseph Aurelius is about the size of that guy's chest. Oh well, anyway, she get focused back on the battle. So her aim is just position herself behind this line and just rattle shot after shot into their backs, while the Treekin continue to hack and smash away. There is a fallen Treekin there, so we are not without casualties, especially these archers that have jumped down as well. And there's some dryads that have gotten their way over here somehow. That looked like quite a nice weapon, just dug there. It's quite a nice axe. It's definitely an orc axe. Okay, that's pretty cool. Yeah. Anyway, now that I've got my handmaiden battle line here, just firing some shots into them as they run, I really should be turning my attention over there though. How's this position gone? Finally is defeated. Mulgo standing over the corpses while Alarielle runs over to start trying to heal up the Treekin, minimizing casualties. The Sisters of Avelorn are coming up with her, wanting to try and get some back shots into the what's left of the Dark Elf battle line. I think is it a Death Hag that they've got mixed in with this force. Let's try and fight it. She might be dead already. No, there she is. Yeah, it's another death hag. So she's barely taken damage from my tree kill. They've been battering into her for quite some time, but she just doesn't care. But all of her friendly forces are faltering now and running. So she is getting out of there. I decided to give my archers a few seconds just to rattle some shots into their backs, but these enemies are going to be dying anyway, and that is this settlement secured. So, pretty happy about that. Unfortunately lost that unit of dryads, but I was pretty sure I would. They got taken down to about 4, I think. All in all, if I can get out of here and get back to Ulthuan, and that's the only thing I've lost, I think it's been relatively successful.
We must start again.
So we'll just raise this to the ground.
My light shines bright. Alarielle, the Everqueen.
Unfortunately, we've got to be here then. Yeah, we've got to just wait. We can't just run away. Oh, of course we're suffering some attrition, but we're really not suffering much attrition, so that's okay.
We are the world's protectors.
So it just depends on where their army is. I don't know where it could be, but they can probably. It's not inside of any of these cities. But no, all in all,
Alarielle, the
debt has been paid, maybe. You know, but we're not too big on grudges. We've got the Silver Elves have been recruited, so we are going to be moving in to assist. Well, the joint efforts of Tyrannoch and Nagaryth. To be honest, if Tyrannoch wants to smash into the Titan Peaks and Nagaryth wants to maybe take the north, I'll support that action. I'm in a military alliance with Tyrannoch, so we can work well with them.
Sit, please.
We could use them being in a military or defensive alliance with each other, but they're in a defensive alliance with Hexawatl, so that's definitely something. It means we're hopefully not going to be having to worry about them guys pushing up from the south. So yeah, I like this. I like this a lot. We'll just jump. Shall I save it now? I think I'll probably save it, and then we'll start with that next time around. So thank you guys very much. Really sorry if the mic quality has been bad. If it is, I know how to fix it. I'm just a bit perplexed as to why it has gone bad again. So thank you very much, guys, and see you later.